When we think about social media, we think about Facebook and Instagram and lately TikTok. But have you ever considered using LinkedIn to help you grow your online fitness business? You might be thinking, well, LinkedIn is just an online CV platform, or it's way too professional to use for my online fitness business. But that's where you might be wrong. Since being purchased by Microsoft and actually growing year on year and currently has over 690 million users worldwide, I would seriously consider using LinkedIn in your online fitness business. You see, while the platforms change and new platforms come into the market like TikTok, the marketing principles that you use on these platforms stay the same. So the principles you apply on Facebook and Instagram can be used on LinkedIn as well. That's why in this video, I want to give you a step-by-step marketing strategy that you can use to crush it on LinkedIn that's going to help you grow your online fitness business. Let's dive straight in. Social media platforms are highly addictive, and I know this firsthand because I've come onto YouTube before to do some research and look at the next video that I want to shoot, and I find myself just looking at the latest trailer for the Jackass movie. Yep, they are back. Anyway, all of these platforms are exactly the same. They're designed to steal your attention and keep it. So that's when you come to any strategy, any marketing strategy with a social media platform, you need to define your goal first. Now, when it comes to LinkedIn and online fitness businesses, most of your goals will be to find new clients and sign them up through LinkedIn. So how are we going to do that? Simply, it breaks down to, first of all, growing your audience and growing your audience with the right kind of people. Next up, we want to create valuable content for that audience. Third, you want to make sure that you're engaging with that audience. And finally, you want to make sure that you're having engaging conversations with that audience where you're looking to potentially book setter calls that will then lead to sales calls and then hopefully sales for your online fitness business. So this ties back to your overall goals. So whenever you're on LinkedIn, you want to think about what are you doing on this platform, because you don't want your attention to go elsewhere. So if you find yourself commenting on an old colleague's post, wishing him a happy birthday, or you find yourself congratulating an old friend with their new job, you need to stop yourself in your tracks and remind yourself, what are you on that platform to do? And like I said, the platform is designed to steal your attention. So make sure when you're on there, you're always thinking about your goal. So why are you on there? Are you looking to engage with your audience? Are you looking to grow your audience? Are you looking to create content? Are you looking to have genuine conversations? And keep reminding yourself of that. So define your goal on LinkedIn and be in charge of the time that you spend in there. Don't let LinkedIn suck you in. Before starting on any social media platform, the first thing you really need to do is know whether your audience is on there. So that target audience that you're trying to reach, do they hang out on that platform? Because you don't want to spend any time doing content or engaging if you don't want to work with those people. So I know this sounds pretty simple, but before you even start looking at LinkedIn, make sure that you do some searches on there and that you can find that target audience that you're looking for. Now, LinkedIn has some awesome search features where you can target lots of different keywords and interests to find people, because the profiles give you so much information. So spend some time using the advanced search features and see whether your target audience is hanging out on LinkedIn. Now, I speak about this a lot on my channel, but you really need to understand your niche and your target audience. So make sure you have that dialed in and then apply that to LinkedIn. Have a look to see whether that target audience is on there. And then this will really help with your social media strategy and the content that you create on that platform. Now, it kind of goes without saying, but you'd be surprised about how many coaches miss the mark on this. But you need to optimize your LinkedIn profile in line with the audience that you want to attract. Now, a few points to consider here when optimizing your profile. And the first one is just make sure you have a decent and professional profile photo. Next, you want to have a nice background image or cover photo. Again, it doesn't have to necessarily be salesy and say what you do, but it just looks professional, and when people land on your profile, it's a little bit intriguing. Next, make the headline on your LinkedIn profile more than just a job title. So say what you do and who you do it for. Next, in the summary section, make sure you just tell a bit of a story about who you are and what you do, and be sure to make it interesting for your target audience to read. Finally, make sure you've got relevant content on there and make sure it's up to date. Last thing you want to do is users to come to your profile and see that you posted 3 years ago. So drop some content on there, make sure it's relevant, and make sure it attracts attracts the target audience that you want to work with. A little bonus feature is make sure you use the featured section. So any post that you really like or gets lots of engagement, make sure to add it to the featured section on LinkedIn, so when everyone lands on your profile, they'll see that section first. And that's a pretty good start to optimizing your profile. There is a lot more you can do, like the endorsement section, the skills section, and social proof, but I'm probably going to shoot another video on actually optimizing your profile in a more advanced way. To grow your online fitness business, you need an audience to market to. So on all of the social media platforms, whether that's Facebook, that's Instagram, that's TikTok, or even LinkedIn, you need to make sure that you're growing your network. But that doesn't mean just going out there and adding everyone and anyone to get the largest connections list or the largest friends list. You need to be strategic with it. And I'm a strong believer when it comes to growing your audience that quality is better than quantity. So forget the vanity metrics and don't chase that amount of connections. You really want to add a specific amount of decent quality niche specific connections each day. We don't need to grow the largest connection list on LinkedIn. We're looking for that quality over quantity. Because if your target audience is on LinkedIn, then it should be pretty easy to find them using the advanced search features that LinkedIn offers. For example, if you're looking to work with, say, doctors or nurses, we can use the search features to search those job titles and look to find people like that to add into our network to see if we can help them. Do you want to know the secret formula when it comes to your content and organic marketing strategy? Can I add a drum roll here, please? Be consistent. Yep, it's that simple. And it's being consistent, showing up on that platform and posting time and time again. And I'm not saying for a month, 2 months, I'm saying 6 months to a year, showing up and delivering valuable content on that platform. And I'm sorry to break it to you, but there's no quick fix or quick hack. You're not gonna blow up overnight. You just have to show up and genuinely deliver value on that social media platform like LinkedIn, and you'll start to see your connections grow, your engagement grow, and also your online fitness business grow. And it's the same on all of the social media platforms, not just LinkedIn. There's no secret hack or quick fix to really get more reach or get more engagement. You really just have to deliver genuine content, give value, tell stories, and post social proof, and just show up time and time again. And a point to add to that is make sure your content is niche specific, because again, if you're creating all this content and you're growing your audience, you should start to see your engagement grow because you're creating this content for that audience. Now, I could create a full video on content strategy, and in fact, I probably will do this, but I want to cover one more point when it comes to a content strategy on LinkedIn. And that is, when it comes to your content strategy, think varied. So first of all, you want to vary the type of content. So whether that's long form copy, short form copy, images, videos, whether you're going live. Again, you want to vary the different types of content throughout the week, throughout the month, and throughout the quarter, and see which one resonates more with your audience. Because different types of content, whether that's long form or short form or video or images, will resonate with your audience, and you'll capture different pockets of that audience. So vary the type of content that you post, and then look at the analytics and data and the engagement to see which one is resonating with the audience the most. Next, you want to vary the style of content that you're posting. So whether that's educational content, story-based content, vulnerable-based content, and even a little bit of your personal life. And this is because we want to be genuine. We want to show people what we're really like, because people buy from people and they'll connect with you, and they're not going to just connect just because you are a business. So make sure that you are getting your personality across and you're putting that into your content. The further you go into the online fitness business world, and as you grow your online fitness business, the more complicated it can get. And honestly, I've noticed this more and more recently, and I've noticed that complexity is the enemy of execution. And we've noticed this with our clients as well, because there's so many different ways of growing an online fitness business, from fancy VSL funnels to having a Facebook group to blowing up on TikTok and going viral. And honestly, there's no right and wrong way of doing it. Everyone has their own unique way of getting there. But for me, I like to keep it really simple. And this is exactly what we're going to do with a messaging strategy. And when we talk about messaging, I know it's not sexy or fun, but it's something you have to do when you have an online fitness business, because you've got to have conversations with people to be able to make offers to them. Because without having conversations with anyone, you're not going to be able to see whether you can help them. Now, after working with lots of different coaches, we know that this is one of the major sticking points with online fitness business. People don't just want to be in the DMs all day and messaging people because they feel like it's salesy and sleazy. But it doesn't have to be this way. When it comes to your messaging, messaging strategy, and specifically on LinkedIn, you want to just be genuine and you want to lead with value. You don't want to do what lots of people do and just connect with someone and send them a huge message and just really riff off and say why you should work together and make them a direct offer. Instead, take time, look at their profile, engage with their content and be genuine. If it looks like someone that you think you could help, go through their profile, engage with their content, and then connect with them, and then after a few days, drop them a message with just a hello and say it's great to connect. Don't just dive straight in and ask them to marry you there and then. Once you've connected, you really want to start building some rapport and see if they engage with your content and see if they like what you have to offer. From there, if they start engaging with you, then you can start a conversation with them and see if you can build some rapport in messaging. You see, if you build your audience with niche specific prospects and you deliver value and you put social proof on there and you've also got a no-brainer offer, then you're really going to crush it on LinkedIn, because these people are going to see your content, they're going to engage with you, and then you can start conversations with them and look to make them offers. If you want to learn more about how to start, grow and scale your online fitness business, then the next thing you want to do is check out the video I've got linked up here on software for online personal trainers. In this video, I talk to you about the software that you actually need and some of the software that you don't need to help you grow and scale your online fitness business. Be sure to check it out, and I'll see you in the next video.